Alright, alright, alright. Alright, we are back in the business. So, there's two things today I would like to point out. First is that you can actually redeem your rewards both in Stream Elements Store and Twitch. If there's some rewards that are missing, just drop me a message and we'll see what we can do. But yeah, I prefer you using the Stream Elements or Twitch pure rewards, because it's a existing system, so then I definitely know that. Remember to do it. Yep, same head all over the year. Second is that we actually have a new charity, and this is Finnish Friends registered organization from Finland, your Finnish friends, and they are supporting Ukraine's frontline troops, Finnish volunteers and others, with protective gear, utilities, cars, everything they need. So keep in mind that you can actually donate directly to the fighting troops. So keep that in mind. Would be really good, like a fire trucks and everything. That was actually pretty cool. But yeah, they have been promoting and getting even cars to the fighting troops. Today we are going to drive a bit of Trans-Siberian Railway Simulator. I think I need to fix the train. Let's see if I can remember how to drive it. And in the evening we are going to play Viet Cong. That's a 2003 Vietnam game, which is still like one of the best depictions of that conflict in a games. But nobody plays it because you can't find it on the Steam or even GOG. So that's fine. But I like to show even old games. So let's get going to the Mafia train. Yeah, this is slightly crazy game. I think it's this. Slightly old-fashioned UI in this game. Hello. Okay, it's loading. Felt like it was crashing. Okay, now it's... Let's resize the window. Had like some issues with this windowing with this game. Alright, so Oleg is in front of us, 700 meters. We had this train which we need to fix. Again, I don't remember much of this. At like a couple hours. E. So shock absorber, brake cylinder, shock absorber. So from this car we need like a 2 shock absorbers. This is like a bit of my summer car, but in the rails. So. Okay, let's double check. So it's this thing here. Okay. Gotcha. Apparently this is like a plug and play. Alright. Lots of food here. Okay, let's put it in the inventory. 73. Oops. I suppose I'm not supposed to drop it, but... That's fine. Would prefer to see the condition of the parts without going here, but... Okay, so... One at the left. How about this? So one more. They are not in a bad condition, but if I'm going to drive a bit more briskly, I suppose I should like a dirt cheap. I suppose you should power the... Power the train down for this, but... I'm in a hurry, so... I've been trying to drive carefully, so these aren't like in a worst possible condition, but I suppose it's good to have like these spare parts with me. I guess this is like a plug and play. Alright. Let's push the deadman switch here and then look around a bit more. Heater might be like a really important at Siberia. Brake cylinder. Right. Did we just switch the wrong one? Okay, I'm going to count the brake cylinders that need just one here. One here, two here, okay. So 3 brake cylinders. Unless I just like change the wrong one, which is totally possible. brake cylinders yet, so... I have to say, this is slightly easier than in my summer car. I'm going to double check. Just because I'm so tired. So, first and right. First right and behind left. First right. So two first rights. Brake cylinders. Let's swap them and see what's next there. Where's the brake cylinder? I'm going to double check. So in my summer car, at least the old beta version I tested, you had to like... It's between... Okay, it's same base than before. So you need to know a lot of cars to actually be able to mount the engine to the car, but can we now get it? I wonder what happens if you left these screws loose. I mean, in my summer car you could drive the car without, say, cooling liquid in the radiator. It wouldn't work very far. Okay, so right. Oh, I guess changed the wrong one. 92%, so it's practically brand new. Okay. Mistakes were made. Thing is, I'm not like a train enthusiast. But I find it interesting to look into these quote-unquote simulation kind of games. Especially if they are like this accessible. I think it is really okay accessible. Okay accessibility in this game. I mean the directions were slightly daunting at the start. Like how to get the train moving. But in the end it was like a 95. Yeah, I'm not going to change that. Okay, definitely going to check it out next time. Okay, where's the patient? So the first car is okay, but the second car isn't. No, it's not bad at all. %. That's not what we want. 92% condition. Brake cylinder here. What I fear is that in the long run I would forget that we have 2 train cars and just maintain the first good train car, then wonder why the things don't work. This guy has a huge pockets. So far these parts are like a dirt seam. I wonder if that's going to change in the process of the game. Speedometer, some shock absorbers, coil spring. Heater, 2 heaters. Main brake handle. Well, that's the worst here. Main handle and brake handle. Don't want to get stuck in Siberia without a working heater, so. Now then, what's the condition of this speedometer? I mean, you have like a two of them in a train, so shouldn't be like an issue. 85. Who does new? Or not? It's exactly the same model, so I think these are like scrap parts we are screwing here. Yeah, that kind of explains why they are breaking all the time. The whole train is made of scrap. Recuperation engine. Main handle and main brake handle. So one main handle here. There's, okay. I'm messing up things again, but don't worry. It'll be fine. No, main brake handle. I think I should have like one in my pocket. Light bulb. Two light bulbs. They are already in a red zone, so not going to work anymore. Okay, where's the light bulb? I wonder if these are going to like vary a bit. So you can't like get like a full load of terrain parts from the single place. Light bulb. Oh no. can't seem to see light bulbs here. Unless there's something you need to buy from different place, which is slightly annoying if it's the case. Huh. So our light bulbs are breaking down. That's something we can't actually do anything about. It's long distance light that are not really working that well. I haven't actually checked the coil springs yet. This is all getting broken. Okay, so light bulbs are not much better here. Oh no. So I wonder if I need to like just go and check it from the village if they have light bulbs. So basically these might not be like a train parts, but some random light bulbs screwed to them. Okay, what could go wrong? Recuperation engine. Scrapyard is also like nearby, so I could offload the items there. Unless I think not, like I'm going to hold on to the scrap here. Okay, lights are problem. Coil springs are okay-ish. Axle box bearing. I think it's something we need to change in the next location. So, left behind for the spring. This one. Baby. Bro, are you going to stream my summer car someday? Probably no. You are not the only one who I have asked, but I'm waiting my winter car. So when it's coming out, it's definitely going to be on my playlist. The reason is that there's way too many good games coming out. So my time wouldn't like be enough for my summer car. I own it. Have been playing it. So that's like a I know the game. Maybe we change the shock absorber and start to think about changing the coil springs. Okay, which one is it? Would like to though play every game, but it's not like always possible. This war of mine someday, I'll talk about that last winter. Oh, this war of mine. I mean, I know people who would like to see that this war of mine. That's very old game. I'm owning it. I actually did interviewed the developer of this War of Mine when it came out, and he had like interesting stories how they came up with the idea. So yeah, that happens when you do the game journalism. You Deathman switch. This War of Mine is definitely something I would like to play, and I know some people who would like to see me play it. So maybe as a summer game. Huh. Do I have a time for that? Probably no. Okay, I'm going to check out where this coil string goes. I mean, this War of Mine is that's very brutal and very honest, because not many war game actually deals with the civilians. What if I just like buy the coil springs from here, stock up with the some parts and change them later. At least this place doesn't sell the... They have extra recuperation engines, but not the light bulbs. Okay, these were like a slightly more expensive. A huge amount of coil springs now. So here we can see that light bulbs are actually pretty much out. Maybe I'd change the light bulbs between the aft and front car. I'd like to see play that. I mean, so oppressive. Yeah, that's very oppressive. I mean, it's a great game. So let's take this lamp here and change it with the front lamp. Do we need to like... Of course we need to screw something out. And this is totally safe probably. There's still electricity going on. I'm just changing the lamp. Screw off safety rules here. Oh. Okay, how about now? Yep. Like I said before, I think this is like this game is slightly more approachable than this My Summer Car, because you kind of know what you are doing, while My Summer Car was pretty okay realistic about cars, as far as I know. I don't know too much about cars. So 24 and this is 11. Okay, headlight glass. Come on. doing everything with one branch. Soviet style. Soviet vehicles had this interesting phenomena that they were all like made of the what do you call it? Jekkulanga. Iron wire. Iron wire. A huge amount of iron wire everywhere. At least this game doesn't have an iron wire. My good friend played a few years ago and got nightmares all the time. All the time, yeah. That's yeah. I'm sure if you are not prepared about that, because unfortunately nothing is like unrealistic in this war of mine. And this developer actually told me that he had like read the Time magazine about the man who spent a year in Sarajevo that was encircled by the Serbs back in Yugoslavia war in the 90s. So that gave the like idea of, okay, that doesn't help. Don't run away. Master craftsman here. Okay, now it works. Everything is basically pretty plausible in that game, so you can't take a solace that it's like a fiction, because it's not really. People, it might be allegory, but people like need to live in that kind of situation. Okay, lamps are pretty broken. I suppose we are going to use the small lamps. The big ones break down. How are we going to even find the lamps? I mean, you don't have any lamps here, do you? There's a glass. Maybe I'm not believing that they don't have any light bulbs here. Oh, they have. No, I'm just blind. I'm just blind. Okay, we can take that as a training exercise. So okay, let's time the speed of these lamp changes. Okay, I suppose this is something you don't want to do often. Now we are not dying. At least for the reason that we are not seeing what's in front of us. Wonder if you can drive without the frame on the lights. Probably you can, but it's going to like break down faster, because kind of function is to protect the lights. So I suppose this stream is me fixing the train. But then again, I tried to drive pretty carefully last time. Not too many emergency brakes. Because I kind of understand the logic behind the things wearing down. If I do like a lots of emergency brakes with the train, it's going to wear out the brakes. Like a pretty straightforward mechanic. Okay, that was slightly loose, by the way. Dead man speech. Can we get? We can get it from here. Back to Berg. I suppose you need to change the frame if you totally pass the train by ramming it somewhere. Okay, now we have our lights. Lights ready. I'm going to buy extra light. The coil springs are going to be changed at some point. Save, and suppose we are ready to go after that. Oh no, I'm getting hangover. I'm getting hungry as well. Can I eat meat? No, that's something you sell. Sprats is fine. Okay, now we can check the train. It's more or less okay. Anything else is breaking down. Axle box. So I could actually take a couple axle boxes with me. Because apparently you can change them on the road, so they are dirt cheap. Alright. We are going to sell something to the scrapyard. But so far, brake released. Service, okay, pressures are okay. And now we are moving. Okay, so there's something in front of us. We are going to reverse. You could drive it from the aft, but then again you can actually drive through the mirrors. So I guess it's like a matter of taste. I'm going to reverse to the switch and turn it back on the main railway and continue my way. I didn't have any. Well, I have one Mafia mission ready. So less about ferrying real cargo and more about doing crazy stuff. But yeah, this is like a surprisingly relaxing game. .5 kilometers per hour. I think this is like a fine speed to reverse. Manhandle is position 2. One thing I would like to have in this game is actually working mirrors, because it would be a nice touch. Of course, this is like a very good quality of life option here, but working mirrors are something that often game developers do not bother to actually program in, because it needs like setting up cameras, and it's just extra work. So switch is over here. I need to reverse after it and then change this switch. Change the lights. I think this is like a loosely based on the real railroad track. My childhood dream. Okay, then we are going to forward, main handle, the position, pressure is okay. Well, it's slightly high, so. Or was it like a 4 point something? Can't remember. Anyway, next location. Scrap yard and then Oleg. Kilometer to the railway signal. 13 kilometers to next hangar, so not that far really. Shop is 4.3 kilometers. So missions are closer. So the first signal is after the station here. Okay, so these are the train cars I was looking at. Kind of blocking the way. I have a lot of scrap here. Is pretty good, so let's leave something for us. And we can stop pretty fast because we don't have any cars right now. The game is still like early access, and there's like some about 500 kilometers this railroad that's finished. So not a finished product, but I think I like what I see already. Can we get over here? Crouch, no. Oh yeah, there might be bears around, so let's keep the Kalashnikov ready. Are you the trader? Who's selling and buying?
У тебя есть металл на продажу?
Quality scrap here. And your first 1,000. Okay. So next stop is Oleg. We are going to do a Mafia mission. Yeah, I suppose you could like just run there, but I prefer to drive the locomotive. Interior lights. I could like just turn the main handle to 0 and just let the train go. Apparently, train drivers might be slightly relaxed. I mean, there's this one story where the train escaped. That was in the United States. So, train escaped, and they had to like. There's actually a movie about it, but it's like a dramatizing what happened. In the real life, they just walked after the train at some incline and stopped it. I suppose we could go to the shop. Do we need something? Yes, we do. Living with the sprats. But yeah, we are going to play today Viet Cong. That's it's a shooter game from 2003, but it's like in that era. It's like other games. It's pretty realistic, and it's like I think pretty good depiction of the Green Berets in Vietnam. Later versions of that game weren't that great, but it was like a console era where everything had to dump down because consoles couldn't handle as much as PC could. But yeah, going to make after this game I'm going to keep a small break and then continue with this shooter. It's like it's actually a pretty long time since I have played it. 2003 when it came out. So you could say like a 22 years between the games. Get actually to stop here. That was very good stop. I have to admit.
Я жду этот дипломат как ключ к нашему успеху. Для нас это крупная сумма, и я надеюсь, эти деньги принесут пользу нашей организации.
Твоя точность — наша сила. Отличная работа. Директор беспокоится, что мы оставляем слишком много следов во время операции. Кое-что сделает его более снисходительным к нашим действиям. Он очень любит животных, особенно охотничьи трофеи. Отправляйся на охоту и добудь для него оленья рога. Найди охотничий домик Виктора. Возьми у него ружье и нав. Без ножа ты не сможешь отрезать оленю голову.
Хотите что-то купить?
Sprouts.
У тебя есть оружие на продажу?
We already tried out hunting, so this wouldn't be like a pretty... This wouldn't be like a problem. Okay, so we are going full thrust at the platform. I think we are breaking a lot of rules here, but wanted to get going. So there's I wonder where the Victor is. Probably the Forester's Lodge, 17 kilometers. Hangar, we don't need to visit there. Yeah, we are still doing okay. We can do faster. Speed limit 40 kilometers per hour. Beginning of danger price or no? Pontikka vaan kaakkoja ja kattoo miten käy. Yeah, let's just do the fast. Apparently, dangerous places that somebody could be on the railroad tracks, like a tunnel or maybe like a crossing or something like that. End of dangerous place, yeah. Apparently deer crossing. I don't know, I haven't seen anything happen in a dangerous places yet, but that's what the things say. Speed up. I wonder what's the difference between high and low speed. Doing 51 kilometers per hour, that's I think it's fine. I don't know the track in front of us. Vauhtia vaarallisia tilanteita. Yep. Driving position optimal. I'm waiting the mission where you need to do like a drive-by shooting from the train or something. .60 km/h. I wonder what speed this train is rated for. I guess it's all about tracks. quality of tracks, this is Siberian track, so I wouldn't guess these are very good quality. Oh no. Yeah, pantograph came down. And we need to remember to reset the engine after that. Beginning of the neutral section. Neutral section, but 1 and 2. KVC reset. Driving position optimal. Raise the pantographs. They are raised. We didn't slow down much. Ah, Victor is over there. Dangerous place. Well, there's a Mafia guy here, so I guess it's a dangerous place. Okay.
Не пропусти момент, когда перед тобой предстанет король леса, прекрасный олень. Без ножа и соответствующего оружия идти на охоту бессмысленно. Охота — это искусство терпения и смирения. Нужно стать одним из деревьев и спрятаться.
Kalashnikov with telescopic sight. Nice.
Так, чтобы не нарушить хрупкий баланс этой среды, желаю тебе удачи.
Vodka. Haven't seen that one in a game yet. Okay. What's upstairs? Ah, okay, there's lots of them. Here. Okay, so with this telescopic sighted AK, you are shooting with the single rounds, and with the original you are kind of doing the rapid fire.
Головой не Михаил. Ты найдешь его на следующей станции. Ему нет равных в подготовке трофеев.
Mikhail. I'm still paranoid about the bear. Last time I visited this kind of place, I was attacked by the bear. So. Okay, milk doesn't make hunger go down. Okay, you can definitely do a drive-by shooting. Getting cold here, so. Mikhail is over there. There's one train coming at us. So I just need to wait a bit, not to jump in front of the incoming train, so... Okay. Passenger train.
Хотите что-то купить?
Я тот, кто превращает смерть в искусство. Каждая доставка — это новое путешествие, история, которую нужно рассказать. Все эти внушительные ветви свидетельствуют о значительной силе и величии этого животного. Эти рога повествуют о жизни оленя, его успехах и борьбе. Это свидетельство того, что ему пришлось пережить, чтобы рога выросли такими большими.
Little bribing.
Директор будет доволен.
Nothing to be worried about.
Твой профессионализм превзошел наши ожидания. Дзержинская группировка пытается испортить нам репутацию, выпустив на рынок отравленный спирт. И, вероятно, они подмешают в него ракетное топливо. Это нельзя оставить без последствий. Ты встретишь продавца водки на станции Боиш. Он ездит на голубой
Kila
машине.
vodka,
Убей
vodka
его и
seller.
уничтожь его смертоносный груз.
Basically, I'm leaving a trail of bodies in this game as well. Nice. Okay, what's there? Ah, it's a switch. I saw something and I was like, what? Something is in the rail, on the rails. Although you wouldn't be able to do much, like off that emergency brake, and then the train takes like a half kilometer to stop. Turn off the electrical power. Yeah, beginning of the neutral section. Pantographs are down. End of neutral section. EV1 needs to reset. Engine's not ready. set. Engine's not ready. Okay. Sometimes you need to like ready still. Okay. Now it works. Good driver, I just press randomly buttons. Okay, now we are climbing again. I managed to get the train stuck at the start of the game. I think I got stuck it in a neutral location. So there's a neutral current, which doesn't feed my electric engines. Diesel engines might be like an interesting addition to this game. Like a diesel locomotive. Because that's definitely what you are going to use if there's no current. Green light, up to 60 kilometers. Okay, so we are speeding. I'm more concerned about damaging the train than breaking the speed limits. How are we doing, by the way? Actual drop box is wearing out, but not all that bad, really. Cross over speeding. That was 30 kilometers area. Yep. Well, accidents happen. Over the speeds with twice the allowed speed. Well, I suppose there's some safety limits. Then again, this is Soviet Russia, so maybe. You could do a lot of hunting in this game. Meat you can sell actually to the hunting lodge, forester's lodge. 2.9 kilometers. Okay. Dangerous place. Lights. Green light. Okay, I'm not a vampire. The draw distance could be slightly longer. I think we have it on the max. View distance is epic. Cinematic. Okay. Let's see what happens. Let's open the window again. At least you can see the lights a bit farther away now, but you can't see the trails. Okay, that's a definite improvement. How are we doing? No binoculars. Haven't found them yet in this game, so this scoped rifle is good enough. I wonder how far we are going to see the incoming trains. There's a bear. One bear down. Okay, that's a neutral. Neutral position. aircrafts are up. We are doing fine. Game devs do not have like a lower level of detail version of these rails. That's why it's doing that. Okay. Ready, steady. I think every train driver needs a scoped assault rifle. I've been riding this pretty hard, so drive a route of 50 kilometers with us connected wagons. Absorber. Yeah, these are wearing down. So normal people pop up in range with from really close, like a 150 or 200 meters. Downhill here, so the pressure. there's a neutral section. Okay, now the railroad is actually curving around. So with too much speed, you could actually run from the rails, derail the whole place. Okay, so the neutral section was for the incoming traffic. Might be in a bar. That alcohol dealer might be nearby that bar, which is 10 kilometers away. Laita nyt kaasua mies, että kerkeet edes johonkin. Yeah, this is rated to 60 kilometers per hour, but I suppose we could actually improve. This is like optimal here. Main handle positions. A bit of speed never hurt anyone. Yeah, it's harder to hit you when you are moving too fast, and it probably would wear down the equipment faster. But so we are doing quite well. So I don't see the problem of speeding up. So far we haven't got like a huge amount of damage. Okay. Now it's actually Going over the switch with them way too fast. 66.6 kilometers per hour. Oh, faint. Green light movement is allowed up to the 60 kilometers per hour. So this railroad doesn't allow you to go faster. Because it is Siberian Railroad, it's probably not in that good shape, really. But we are doing over 60, so suppose 70 is totally fine. Only slightly drunk. It's fine. Everything is fine. Whole bird is swinging in my eyes. The driver is drunk. Ei ollut anna rohkeutta. Yeah. Beer doesn't give you any bravery, but I think I have one bottle of vodka. Where's the vodka? Here's the vodka. Only one bottle. That's a wolf. Very nice. Okay. 60 kilometers per hour in a 40 kilometers per hour area. Everything is fine if we don't derail. And this is like a dangerous place. So this beer, why I have so much of beer, is that I actually stole it from the place nightclub I shot. That was Mafia mission. Yeah, vodka is sounding fine if the distance between stations is less than 100 kilometers. Yep. Wonder if I drink the vodka, it's probably going to bump my alcohol up to the maximum. bar is 2.8 kilometers. 2.7. My theory was that the alcohol dealer is at the bar, which is like 2 kilometers away, but we don't yet to see any markers. They just pop up that yeah, the guy is over here. Go kill him. We are not drunk anymore. Alcohol dealers, yep. Okay, let's go kill something. Muuten edes olemassa peliä, jossa normaalit kehon toiminnot huomioitavaa virtsukka, kakka eli häteä hoidettavana. I think there's games that you need to like deal with the normal needs, well, my summer car is once again like those, which is in my mind. Who's shooting me? There's those life simulations, and for example, Sims had those needs that you need to deal with. This hurts me.
А теперь идти на склад, где хранится отравленный алкоголь. Он расположен рядом со следующей станцией. Нейтрализуй всех охранников, а также уничтожь все бочки с этим ядом.
Okay, so more destroying. Warehouse. Retreat back to the locomotive. I didn't see the location where I need to go, so... Okay, what was the key of... Please repeat the last instruction. Why?
А теперь идти на склад, где хранится отравленный алкоголь. Он расположен рядом со следующей станцией.
Next train
Нейтрализуй всех
station.
охранников, а также уничтожь все бочки с этим ядом.
MSC is on thing. Yep. Escape from Tarkov has like these kind of these survival mechanics that are very common with surviving games. We are actually playing with the Team Gas game called Green Hell, which is survival in a jungle, where you need to actually wash yourself and get yourself like a fed like a with a different kind of, you need fats and hydrates and what else. So lots of different things you need to eat and deal. So yeah, the surviving games have very wider range of techniques, but I don't think going to poo is can be found for many games. Illness, oh no. Yeah, I get shot, so that's getting shot is growing illness, which is oh, okay. Fruits reduce illness. and generally eating apparently. So 7 kilometers and we need to destroy the warehouse. To the next location. Railway signal, it's green. We are free to go. But yeah, definitely promising game. Just need to be add a bit more stuff between these waypoints basically. Maybe some more variety with the scenery. I mean, I believe the Siberia looks like this, but still. If this was like a flight simulator, computer would say me, overspeed, overspeed. Okay. 100 kilometers. Tackle the first 100 kilometers steam achievement. Pelit on tehty pääsääntöisesti Jenkki-Aasia-standardeilla. Sense more or less kehon toimen. Yeah. I mean, Sims is surprisingly interesting because the Sims need to go in bathroom. Who even once in a TLD? so. My train. Don't shoot my train.
А теперь иди на склад, где хранится отравленный алкоголь. Он расположен рядом со следующей станцией.
Okay.
Используй всех охранников, а также уничтожь все
Behind the
изъянов.
railway station, okay. I only paid TLD and Geocacher. Geocacher is good. I think we need to like reverse. I wonder if the Mafia guy meant that it's like behind the next big railway station. It's like a stop only. Can see some angry people, but no warehouse. Small warehouses. There's something here. Who's shooting us? can't go here. Let's eat broccoli. Apparently broccoli heals gunshot wounds. I suppose these villagers didn't like me to shooting random people. What a weird thing, really. Okay, so it's not this place. It's probably going to be like a bigger station. My board train is full of bullet holes now. Okay, that's wrong way to go. Okay, so we probably need to like drive next location. Let's try this out. The damage. Shock absorbers are taking a beating, but that's kind of thing we already guessed. Need to watch that about that one. There's like a still fine. That's not really. So 2 shock absorbers need to changed. Lots of driving between these missions. Probably shock absorbers are going to take a beating when we drive too fast. Not terribly, though. Still going fine. Everything is going fine. We are definitely not speeding. Okay, speed up. Now we can speed. Hangar is 9.4 kilometers, so
А теперь идти на склад, где хранится отравленный
Glad we had
алкоголь.
an extra
Он расположен
station.
рядом со следующей станцией. Нейтрализуй всех охранников, а также уничтожь все бочки с этим ядом.
I suppose it might be like a next 10 kilometers. Alcohol, oh, it's over there. Behind, after next train station. Loosely so. Apparently this is a train station. Okay, now we need to save. Because you could get like a new holes pretty easily. Probably shooting from the upper floor. Ah, no, lower floor. Good thing they have a pistol, so. Some range advantage here. I was surprised that Wolf came after me. Now this feels escape from Tarkov. Vodka, a bit of liquid courage here. TSS and AK-74M. No guns. Okay, a bit more like Stalker. Next floor. Ammunition wise, we are doing pretty okay. Let's go to cellar. That's just a barrel, not filled with anything. Okay, that's a cellar door actually. So there's several entrances here, which is always like a... Didn't hit the barrel. There might be like random locations for the barrels. Nothing fun here. You already checked this out, no? So there's probably like a something in the upper floor. This was like a totally. Okay, where is the last one? I think I need to find the barrels. I think I've been pretty thorough as well. So where is the... Ooh, nice. Yeah, we had those as well. There's a roof at least. So okay, maybe I missed one. Oh no. Barrel or the guy? Shouldn't be like a... Maybe in the cellar. I mean... There were some empty rooms in the cellar as well, so... Ah, there's a...
Отлично сработано. Я рассчитываю, что на тебя можно положиться в будущих миссиях. Директор обратился ко мне с просьбой провести операцию. У него серьезные проблемы с Николаем. По нашим сведениям, он известный браконьер и держит оленей в своем загоне. Убей его и сломай забор. Так ты сможешь выпустить оленей на свободу. Ферма Николая находится за железнодорожной станцией Чебула.
Okay, we are back in the train. Jebula would be like next, but hey, didn't I drink a full vodka? Let's drink to that, and it's time to switch the game. So I'm going to keep a short pause and then we are going to play Vietcong. So again, not that one, this one. So unfair brutalism in the Vietnam jungle. We start with the boot camp and then work our way through that. It's a HD remaster, but otherwise it's original game. I don't see that game being played too often because it's so old and it's not in a GOG. So returning to this game after 20 years or so. So anyway, I'm Peli-Rami. If you are watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you are watching this on Twitch, throw me a message. If you want to redeem something, we have a Stream Elements store and Twitch redeems that you can use to redeem those points. If you think something should be on the store, please throw me a message. Anyway, it's blast to play with the people watching. So we'll see. I want to show you next game. It's